الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله قيمة محمد وسلم وخبرنا حضراتهم برب الإسلام دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. ثم أما بعد. We talked before about a dream that we have the Muslim Ummah, all the countries of the Muslim Ummah under one ruler as it was before 100 years ago. And you, whatever you call him, Khalifa or President or Prime Minister, regardless, we have an example in Canada and US. We have a federal government. We have different states and different provinces, and every state or province has its own law, has its own regulations, even different sale taxes, you know, but still all of them united under one federal government. So this model is the same like what Muslims want, to have to be connected together and to be united together under something similar to a federal government. But we don't have, you know, and people fighting and people debating. So what we should do as Ummah, as people, should we wait and making qiyam every night and making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send this ruler that will unite us? Or we think about a solution? So the dream was that this ruler decided to go to Mars, an impossible mission. He will not come back. Okay? He is upset with us and he doesn't like us anymore and he decided to leave us. But he, يعني حفظه الله, may Allah protect him and bring him safely back to us. He sat with every one of us and told us that in every community, in every village, in every city, there are needs for Muslims. And each one of you and each one of us has a talent, has something good, has something unique. And he told him, I want you to use what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you to fulfill the need of the community. You don't have to work on the whole ummah, the 1 point whatever billion Muslims. Work on the local community, your own people in Oakville, in Mississauga, in Burlington. Serve the needs of the people. And collectively we'll be able to help and fulfill the needs of the ummah. And it will be your responsibility. So you have your own business. Allah blessed you with a wife, with kids. But you add to your responsibilities portion of your time, of your wealth, whatever, and this will be for Muslims, for deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Islam. And this way, all of us can achieve not 100% of what we need. We can't. You know, we will spend much time and more time. People will fight with each other, revolutions and coup and, you know, an army and, you know, we will fight and we will reach, you know, nowhere up to now. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change the condition of the ummah later. But right now, what we can do, what is in our hands, that out of your 24 hours a day, can you take half an hour a day? Out of the, mashallah, the 100,000 you're making a year or 50,000 you're making a year, can you take like few dollars on the side and you say, part of myself, لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. يعني you will not gain the birr and goodness until you spend from what you love. What you love the most. Don't tell me money or women. You love yourself. The most beloved thing to you and me is me. You love yourself. So can we give out of ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Can we give some time and some effort and some money to serve the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Every one of us can think about something that he knows he's good in this subject or this task or mission, and then see the need of the ummah. Many ideas. If you don't have one, we can meet after Jum'ah, after Isha, and after any time and think about what to do. I will give you just few examples what you can do. But there's some guidelines, of course. Don't mix business with da'wah. For Allah's sake. Don't mix business and da'wah. We have many examples. And our ancestors, أجدادنا العظماء, the great ancestors that we have, they came up with a brilliant idea. They never mix business with da'wah. They make waqf. You are good in engineering, so you have an industrial company. You are good with IT, you have a software company. You are good with farming, whatever. They take portion of it, 5%, 1%, 10%, and call it waqf. And from this waqf, they spend for the ummah. You can seek knowledge. You come from Spain all the way to India and you pay nothing. All the hotels in the road free. Your horse have free food. You know, until you go there. When you go, you reach your sheikh that you will learn from him. You sat with him. There is a hotel in the city free of charge. There is waqf. There is certain money, an amount of money spent for each sector of orphan sponsors. Someone, you know, has a debt. You go and pay. They have even like a funny story about a waqf for the broken dishes. You know, a young boy was holding a dish and he was walking and he broke the dish and he was scared that his mom will give him hard time or beat him up if he goes back with a broken dish. So there is a waqf. He goes to the store, Ammo, I broke the dish. He said, give you another one. To that limit. To treat animals. So we have this. Why? Because you are good in a certain field. But take part of it and give it to the ummah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. ثم أما بعد. رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم telling us in the hadith that يعني إذا مات ابن آدم انقطع عمله إلا من ثلاث. When the son of Adam deceased, all his good deeds will stop except three. علم ينتفع به, صدقة جارية, أو ولد صالح يدعو له. يعني knowledge that people will benefit from, a continuous charity after his death, or a righteous boy that make dua to him. So imagine that after our death, and this waqf, this amount of money that goes to the ummah and fulfill the need of the ummah. Do we need to spend a lot of time, a lot of money? No. Very simple idea. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and success to implement it, because we are talking with people and I need help. And I will tell you, I need like a legal committee. So I need any lawyers in the community. If you know someone, we need some advice. We need accounting group to help. We need marketing. We need investment group to be able to help us with this. And administration, of course. 5 groups. You can serve in one of them. We are about 1 million Muslims in Canada, minimum. Minimum 1 million Muslims in Canada. If you pay $1 a month, every one of us, whatever, you, your wife, your children, everyone will pay $1 per head, per Muslim. $1. Okay? You don't feel it. If a family of 5 or 6, say 5, you pay $5 a month. In a year, $60. $60. Will not affect the donation of the message. It will not affect the centers and the Islamic activities. Will not affect anyone. Imagine you have a hole in your pocket and it with automatic control. And every month, the pocket will open, drop $1 in the street. As we lose money all the time. Okay? You know, $1 a month for all Muslims will be able to collect $1 million every month. Then we buy businesses, we buy a factory, we buy a farm, we buy a pharmacy, gas station, whatever. Within 50 years, we will raise $1 billion. We don't touch this money, leave it to grow. After 50 years, we will not see it, most probably, but future generation will see it. And this is how you build. This is the sadaqah jariyah that will benefit you. But we don't want to move. It's okay. People will steal the money. Who cares if some people steal some money? It's $1 a month. It's nothing. No tax receipt. It's just a donation. You know, simple ideas like this will make a huge change for our ummah. But within 50 years, some people said, "Oh, you know, this is a mistake of our older generation who came to Canada and didn't think about what we do after 50 years." If the first generation who came to Canada, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower them with mercy and bless them for what they did to us. They built masajid. They built all the masjid and Islamic centers that we meet and talk now. They did great. Their need 50 years ago, not to collect money, to generate money. Their goal was to build centers. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the first act he did when he went to Medina, after he migrated from Mecca to Medina, is to build the masjid. And if you have questions, don't ask. Come and work. Be one of the groups and build this waqf. So we have Canadian Islamic waqf that inshallah, after 50 years, will be able to spend any money to the Muslim community. We have problems with school, we can build our own schools. A small town doesn't have a masjid, we can build a masjid. All the salaries of the imams will be paid from the waqf. All the people who want to dedicate for da'wah, we can afford paying them. Because now, you know, people are busy. He's working and he have in the spare time, he will go and do some work to da'wah. So we don't have professional people. Alhamdulillah, wallahi, we have professional people. Volunteer work is amazing. And I think Canada, between Muslims and non-Muslims, of course, Canada volunteered 30 million hours a year. The Canadian, it's a good culture, good thing that we have in Canada. 30 million hours a year, Canadians are volunteering. So we should not ignore the power of volunteering hours. And again, in this masjid, there's a lot of needs. Any complaint you see in the masjid, you can complain. This is one attitude. Or the other attitude, to come forward and say, you know what, I'm willing to give 2 hours to solve the problem in the masjid. We have problem with parking. Every week you come, alhamdulillah, you park your car. But there's 2 brothers every week. They stand outside, and it's snowing right now, to let you in and let you out. And you're praying. And nobody, I'm not criticizing anyone. I'm just talking as an ummah. That someone should say, you know what, next week, I will stand out for 1 hour to control the traffic, to help the people of the masjid. I will come one day and to clean whatever. I will come one day and help you with tax receipt. People donate. And the end of the year, we have to, all the people, Jazahumullah khair, may Allah reward them, may Allah give them barakah and rizq. They donate to the masjid. But someone has to enter all this information, your name, your address, your phone number, your email, and then print all of them, email them to you, and someone will call very upset, I didn't get my tax receipt. Jazakallah khair for donating, but did you come and help to enter the information? This is a problem. Everyone, and this is what I'm saying, the Khalifa that we missed, alhamdulillah, I don't want him anymore. He told you there is a task. There is a need. Who will do it? Huh? You. You know the beautiful story about the king who want to fill a big tank of milk. And he told the village or the city, everyone come with a 1 cup of milk to fill the tank. And the city did. Everybody in the city came with a cup and put it in the tank. And the following day, the king came and opened the tank. And the tank was full of water. Because one man said, I will put only 1 cup of water. And the water will disappear in the milk. But the problem is, they all thought the same. Everybody thought the same. So the problem in our ummah, not because we don't have a Khalifa and we have a ruler. No, Islam is the system. The deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the system. And we all know, when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam يقول الحلال بين والحرام بين. The halal is clear and the haram is clear. This Quran, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we only worship you. And why Allah add nasta'in? You know why? This is you seek help to worship Allah by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without relying on Him. It's like giving you the instruction manual how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we recite this 17 times a day at least. So what we need, this is what we need, that every one of us will do his part. Then collectively, I'm not saying all our problems will be solved, no. But a lot of them will be solved. Schools, weekend schools, and we have good examples. As weekend school, we have a need. Parents, fathers and mother, they rent a public school in the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. They made a school and they teach the children Arabic, Islamic studies and Quran and so on. This is a very good example. And a lot of good examples that people are doing. So my message for you today, very simple. Pick a need in the society and see what you can do and make it your responsibility and work on it. Build a system. Build something that collect people on this task. So we are task oriented. We don't have to be, all of us has to be tablighi or salafi or ikhwani or independent. No, we don't fight over ideology. Let's unite based on a task. There is a need in the society. Someone, I asked him yesterday, he said, you know what I will do? I know some kids don't go to their sport. They don't go to the masjid. They don't go to certain events because their parent busy at work. So we can make a group. They call us. We'll take them to their event free of charge. As a family, you have to think this way. Every time you say, what I'm gaining? You are gaining that people will support you when you need, because you support people. كان الله في عون العبد ما دام العبد في عون أخيه العبد. Allah will be with you. I will support you when you support your brother, your Muslim brother. Someone said, I want to make not a workshop. Workshop is a wrong word, but we'll talk about it later. Session, majlis ilm for the new youth who are getting into marriage, whatever boy or girl. People need to learn. We used to learn for our grandfathers, but now the kids don't sit with the parents anymore. They sit on the social media. They don't sit with the grandfathers and mothers. So they don't have this experience how to deal with the other gender, whatever male or female. Because only two, male and female. So what will happen is this will be a problem. So we need to make sessions for them to teach them what to do, how to deal with each other before marriage. So he said, I will fulfill the need of the society in this. And extra, whatever idea you come with, but do something. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use all of us. Allahumma istakhdimna wa la tastabdilna. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring our hearts together and our mind together and unite us to worship Him subhanahu wa ta'ala and to help each other. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم ردنا والمسلمين إلى دينك ردا جميلا. اللهم املأ قلوبنا بحبك وحب من أحبك وحب كل عمل يقرب إلى حبك. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل زمان وفي كل مكان. اللهم يسر كل عسير وحرر كل أسير وردهم إلى أهلهم سالمين غانمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. وقوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمني يرحمكم الله.
الله أكبر.